What's up, everyone? Welcome to Ashley Talks Movies, and welcome to my review of A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey, which is probably the longest title of any movie that I have reviewed so far this year. This one is from director Kogonada, whose last movie was 2022's After Yang. A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey stars Colin, Farrell, and Margot Robbie as David and Sarah, two strangers who meet at a wedding before embarking on a magical road trip. Along the way, they will walk through special doors that allow them to revisit important moments from their past, and with each stop, they learn more about each other while confronting their own issues. Before I jump into the review, do me a favor, make sure you subscribe, that way you can keep up with everything I'm posting on the channel, including all of the movie reviews, entertainment news, and more.
David?
So are we talking to each other now?
Do you want to go on a big, bold, beautiful journey?
Yes.
A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey is a romantic fantasy that takes a lot of big swings. It's a movie that is different and ambitious, and I admire that, but it's also a movie that stumbles in a lot of ways. Now, most movies will require a certain amount of suspension of disbelief, but A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey is the type of movie that asks you to just go with it. There is a lot of surrealism here with what the characters are experiencing, and sometimes the characters even question what's happening around them and do acknowledge that strange things are happening. The road trip that David and Sarah go on take them to these doors that sort of act like portals to their past, and you start to question the mechanics of it all. How is it happening? Why is it happening? How are they revisiting these moments from their past? Are they actually revisiting these moments, or is it all in their heads? And unfortunately, the movie isn't really interested in answering any of those questions. Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie are both very good here, and honestly, their performances are really what help this movie along and keep it engaging. Both of them are playing characters that have their fair share of issues. Both are very guarded for very specific reasons, and the movie reveals those to us along their journey. And Farrell and Robbie are both charming and have really strong chemistry, especially when their characters are trying to figure each other out. But the movie around them isn't really able to sell the romance between their characters despite Farrell and Robbie's best efforts. And I think part of the problem is because the movie itself doesn't take the time to explore that aspect of the characters. We get glimpses into their past and we learn more about these characters individually, but when it comes to them being together, the movie falls flat. Now, this movie is tackling a lot of themes. It's taking a look at some of the big life questions that we all ask ourselves, and it's also looking at how people deal with grief, loss, and regret, how our past shape us, and what effect it has on our future. And there are so many metaphors here, like with the doors and what the movie's trying to say about people being open to what life has to offer, or even opening their hearts. Speaking of hearts, there's so many moments in this movie that try to pull on your heartstrings, and some of them are really effective. There's a point in the movie where David has to relive a moment from high school, and it is so compelling, and it's filled with so much humor and heart. And it's one of the few moments in the movies where the emotions actually connect. But there were many other moments in the movie where the emotions didn't feel earned or just felt forced. Also, a lot of this movie felt like a stage play, from the way some of the scenes are set up to the way that the characters interact with each other. I liked A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey for a number of reasons. The cast is wonderful and deliver really good performances, the cinematography is beautiful, and the concept is unique and interesting. But there were too many flaws that prevented me from loving this movie. Movies like this can be frustrating because they have all the pieces necessary to be great, but end up mishandling most of it. I honestly think your enjoyment of this movie will greatly depend on how willing you are to suspend your disbelief, how willing you are to just kind of go with the flow and not really question a lot of what you're seeing, and how well you're able to connect with the characters and what they're going through. Again, this movie has a lot of emotional moments. I don't think all of them connect well, but there's definitely people out there who will watch this movie and connect to what the characters are going through, because maybe they'll see themselves reflected in the issues and the problems that these characters have. And that's the beautiful thing about movies, is that we can all watch the same movie and come away with very different perspectives because of our own experiences. So those are my thoughts on A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey, which is out in theaters this week. Do you plan on seeing it? Let me know in the comments. Also, while you're here, make sure you subscribe. That way you don't miss any of the videos that I'm posting. And, this fall, there's a number of big movies coming out, and I'm going to be reviewing as many of them as I possibly can. And so if you don't want to miss any of those reviews and you also want to support me, make sure you subscribe. So thanks for watching, everyone. And of course, stick around for more videos like this.